TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV 1061.
Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here at one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call taking my community back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're going to do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're going to bridge that gap because we're going to get out of here, we're going to shake hands, we're going to find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with, and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here today at one of our community outreach days with our sound truck, and our sound truck is used for just what you see. We come out to community days, we play loud music, and be able to just have a good time with it and enjoy our community. Our sheriff's office, you get to see us in a little different light. We're not always out there writing tickets or locking people up. We come out to your community day and be a part of your day and help you celebrate your community. And this is just one of the ways that we can do that, was with our sound truck. We're here today in one of our communities. We brought our ice cream truck out. A lot of people like to laugh when I say the sheriff's office owns an ice cream truck, but this is exactly what it's for, is we bring it out to our communities. We give away ice cream. We don't charge for the ice cream. The ice cream is free. And we have partners in our businesses in our community that help pay for the ice cream so that we can give it away for free. And we give it away We go to schools. This is just one of many events that we bring our ice cream truck to. We go to the school systems. We come out to community days, block parties. We just come out and see you and help you enjoy and celebrate your community. Thank you.
How can you find a reliable source of CBD products? Introducing Holistic Wellness Boutique, a revolutionary collection of CBD tinctures, CBD topicals, CBD edibles, CBD pet products, and other relevant CBD products that help you incorporate CBD into your everyday lifestyle. The best part? Through our special Radiant Transformations program, Dr. Alea Daniel, PharmD, a well-regarded wellness coach, licensed pharmacist, and the mind behind the idea of Holistic Wellness Boutique, will also introduce you to a healthier lifestyle through proper education, nutrition, and a thorough medication evaluation to make the most of our exemplary CBD products. If you are struggling with a chronic condition, we can help you discover how to live a more holistic lifestyle through wellness coaching and the proper selection of hemp-derived CBD products. Visit holisticwellnessboutique.com to schedule a consultation or order an audacious combination of hemp-derived CBD products that will rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit.
Today's world exposes our youth to life experiences that are well beyond that which their years should allow. Violence, trauma, poverty, injustice. Our children's lives and their livelihoods are in constant danger. Wisdom Inc. is a community-based organization designed to save young lives by reducing violence and assisting youth in their personal development. Wisdom stands for wise individuals structuring and developing youthful minds. Through our collective wisdom, we can change lives for the better. Wisdom Inc. Reducing violence, developing youth, saving lives.
Conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond. TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
Welcome, and happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day, and welcome to the Talk Show Divas. We're back, y'all. Hey! And guess what? We got some new beauties on deck with us today. Let me just introduce myself if you don't know. My name is Michelle Lamore. I'm an actress and entrepreneur. To my left is the beautiful Chanel.
Hey guys, I'm Chanel Denise. I'm an actress and also I'm an insurance professional. And I have Destiny to my left.
Hi y'all, I'm Destiny. I'm an actress and model and it's my birthday week.
Happy
Turn
birthday! So my name is Roselle Pompey. I am the goddess of travel and co-founder of the Empress Mindset, women and girls empowerment international initiative that we have going on, and I'm super excited to be here today. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, we want to give a shout out to all the mothers, the grandmothers, the aunts, the stepmoms, whoever steps in to help rear our children. We want to send out a happy Mother's Day. We hope you had an enjoyable day and that you didn't have to do anything but just be mom today. So ladies, did you guys celebrate Mother's Day? Or are you guys doing something after the show, or what's going on?
Well, I would like to give a shout out to all the people who have lost their mothers.
Yes.
Let them know it does get better. Keep them in your hearts, keep them in your memory, and they'll never leave you.
That's so
Beautiful.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, my mom, she lives in Houston, so happy Mother's Day. But I'll be with my grandma, so.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Awesome.
Nice. So, happy Mother's Day. My mother unfortunately transitioned. It will be 25 years, July 4th of July, actually. It still gets me, but you're right, Chanel. Every year it gets a little bit better. I want to say about maybe 2 years ago, I started to feel like embracing Mother's Day instead of just being so
sad.
depressed
Yeah.
and sad.
Right, definitely.
So, and just enjoy, like I have a son, so, and a daughter-in-law, so I'm just going to go and just celebrate with them
Beautiful.
and have dinner. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to my mom. She loves to watch the show. I did not tell her we were back on, but she will see the show. So happy Mother's Day, Mom. She's in Maryland, and I just want to tell you I love you and hope you enjoyed your day.
Yes.
So we're back.
Yes.
It's summertime in Atlanta.
Oh boy.
And Atlanta been popping before COVID. And we seem to be the new destination for anybody escaping COVID, anybody wanting to visit. I feel like our traffic is horrible right now. It's all day and all night, no matter the time.
Yes.
So with that being said, I'm thinking it's an increased population. So it's probably an increased population of men.
Definitely.
You like how I segue that?
Yes.
So what we're starting this Sunday is our first of a series of Summertime Love.
All right.
We're going to talk about it because we're in a pandemic, so it is something unique to definitely try to find love during a pandemic, which is very, very hard because we have what we call social distancing, and we are all trying to be safe because COVID is still very much so present in our country and in our world. With that being said, what do you think about different types of ways to meet people during a pandemic, or have you guys, tried online dating? What do you think?
I personally recently tried online dating because I was taking a trip out of town for my birthday, and I didn't really know anyone where I was going, but I also wanted to have, a little flavor once I got there.
Hey.
So I did try one of the online dating apps, and it gave me a safe and secure way to screen the people.
Oh, what app is this? Because
it's easy. Just, I used Hinge, okay?
Okay, Hinge. Okay, I've heard of it.
Because I can face chat and I can live stream with them. We can exchange videos and things. So I found that a good way to get to know the person before you actually got to know the person.
Okay. Well, what about you?
Well, I'd say the big thing in 2021 is just taking, the handles by the reins and just going for it. So if I see someone I like, I'm just like, can I have your number?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I like that.
Honestly, because if you see them in person, I mean, they're most likely doing something that you like to do, or you're meeting, someone who's doing something that, are in the same area as you, at least for a little while.
Yeah.
So you don't have to really wonder, and you're a real person, so.
Yeah, I think what we lost in the pandemic was that personal connection, because we've been so isolated for over a year now.
Definitely.
And it's been very hard. Like, if you didn't have a relationship going into the pandemic, woohoo! I don't know where you're at right now. I know I didn't have one going into the pandemic, but I've been dating. And Roselle knows all. That's why she's smiling and giggling over there. Roselle knows all my crazy adventures of dating during the pandemic. And they are some fun stories. But yes, I have been dating during the pandemic and using mainly apps like what you mentioned, apps like Hinge. But I specifically use Bumble. Have you heard of Bumble?
I haven't heard of that one yet.
Okay, so Bumble is much like Hinge, where you can FaceTime them or face chat, and they have to be a verified person because Bumble is partnered with Facebook, I believe. So they have to be like a verified person. It can't be like somebody just, crazy person just trying to get on here and
Catfishing
and whatever.
And Facebook has a dating
Yeah.
app as well. It's part of the Facebook page.
Yes.
And you can go on there. So that's another good way to screen whomever. But there's workarounds for everything because people can change their names. But now Facebook is really getting to the point where it's trying to verify everybody. But there's scammers out there for everything. You just have to do your due diligence and get a buddy. Like Mitchell and I we share each other's stories where we share whomever we're going to, like, share pictures.
Yes.
Names,
Have a if you're a woman and you're dating, stuff still happens, and we don't want anything to happen to anyone. We're not telling you that it's safe or not to date during a pandemic. We definitely want you to be safe and use, not just common sense, but if you need to background check somebody,
Do it.
background check them. True People Finder, True People, whatever it is. It's the website that you can just plug in their phone number and research them and find out, make sure and verify that that person is who they say they are to you.
Definitely trust your senses. If you sense danger, it's probably dangerous. Go with your gut feeling.
Yeah.
There's no
and
right
meet
or
in
wrong
public
answer.
and meet in public places because I think
Always.
what is so attractive about Atlanta right now in the summer is because we do have such beautiful public places. You can go to the Ferris wheel, you can go to Piedmont Park or Olympic Park or wherever, and you just have ride bikes on the Beltline. There's just lots of stuff to do. You can hike. We just have a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
So I think it's a lot of things that you can do that are outdoors. So if you're not vaccinated or are not going to be vaccinated and you still want to remain safe, you can still do outdoor activities.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Like the Botanical Gardens.
Yes.
The High Museum has Jazz Fridays. I think they do it once a month now.
I think it might be this Friday.
It might be.
No, or maybe
It's
I
the
don't
second
know.
or third Friday.
Yeah.
I went to the one in April.
Yes.
And I think it was the third Friday. And it was nice. It was just, but I wore heels and I haven't worn heels in a while. So I was like, wait a minute. No, maybe I should have just stuck to the flats.
Yeah, I don't think that we wear these every day anymore. See, everybody take a look at these heels. We're not wearing these heels. This is for the show. Heels are not even in my repertoire anymore because everything you're doing, all your meetings online, and I just don't. This is nothing that I would wear. So I don't even think I would wear heels. I don't think I've worn maybe a couple of dates I wore heels on, but mainly no.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I can really walk that well in them.
It depends on how much the dinner is. Sometimes you gotta break out the good shoes.
Exactly. Yes. So I know you noticed that a lot of places are not open still, even though we live in Atlanta, which is probably one of the most open cities in the nation right now. We still don't have restaurants that stay open that late, and they're still reduced staff and things like that, and reduced hours. So you have to find other ways to date, which I think, I went on a date to the drive-through.
Yes.
So that was really cute, and it was just like, I wish it would have been a little bit more planned, but it was just spontaneous, and we just went to the drive-through, slept through half the movie because we were both exhausted from work. But I think that, just like fun little dates that are just, nothing
picnics.
major.
Picnics.
Yeah.
Okay, just getting out, going to the supermarket, getting some food, and getting a blanket, put it out, get some wine, and just chill out. Or you could do a canoe ride on the Chattahoochee.
Oh, yeah, you giving me all. Thank you, Roselle. Roselle got all the tips, y'all. Let me tell y'all about Roselle. Roselle got all the tips, but Roselle ain't dating nobody. She ain't dating. She just give me all the tips.
Yes.
so that I can go out and maybe you ladies. So just take notes from Roselle. She's going to give us all the tips about dating.
Thanks, Micheline, for putting me on blast. But yes.
So if you guys see a beautiful lady named Roselle on this show and you're looking for her, she's on Facebook under her real name as Roselle Pompey.
Oh my goodness.
Shameless plug. So she's going to be telling me, girl, who is in my inbox today for the show? But yeah, so social media has a big impact on us dating. Social media has a big impact on connecting with people.
Yes.
So do you feel like people are like their genuine self on social media, or what do you feel like you're getting when somebody approaches you and says, slides in your DM and it's like, hey, what's up? You're beautiful, or do you think it's like genuine, or are you kind of on guard, or are you flattered?
Both. I think it's both, right? Because I know a lot of women nowadays are getting like strange guys that are coming into their DMs.
You are.
Oh.
You are. Go ahead and say, I am getting the strange DMs. Go ahead.
And I think that there's people who feel comfortable behind technology.
Yes.
And
Definitely.
they're approaching you, which they normally wouldn't in real life.
Yes.
So it allows them to be comfortable to be themselves and to reach out. But then again, I think that there's some people who portraying their alter ego on social media too, right? So
they got Twitter fingers.
Yeah.
You're not really about it. You over here in somebody's inbox and you ain't really about it.
Yes.
Exactly. And it allows them to act out some kind of weird fantasy to be somebody that they're really not. But I think 60% of the time there's
60.
That's
high.
That's a specific number.
I don't know. I think she's about right. Maybe 75.
You think the 75 are genuine?
Not genuine.
Disingenuine. Okay, I think that's about right.
Yes.
Wow.
We gotta sift through you guys.
Yes. Just coming through through social media, probably. I mean, how do they really know you?
They just see your pictures.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
if you post pictures, and which we do, we work in the industry and we post a lot. And you post pictures, people comment, and it's like I get tons of comments from ladies and guys alike, and I love all of them. I don't really take any of it too serious.
Yeah.
And let somebody, it makes a better effort than just, I'm just going to be talking to you in your DM.
Yes,
And
exactly.
to me, if you can slide into my DM, you can slide into 100 other women DMs.
Yeah, who
too.
says
It's
you didn't
whoever
copy and
responds.
paste that good morning,
That's
beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning.
Grand Rising Queen.
Grand Rising Queen.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, so, it's just making it just, like we have to find a way to be able to humanize ourselves, I guess, because I don't think we're supposed to be single our whole entire self and our whole entire being. But it is challenging right now. I think we're just facing a lot of challenges.
Yeah. So, you know what? One of the things that I would love to do is to go and take like a cooking class.
With the guy?
With the guy.
Oh, yeah, that would just really break it down right there.
I think so. I think you can learn a lot about.
Y'all write that down, because Roselle not going. But we write it down. The cooking class.
Yeah.
Look, we have to pay some bills and go to commercial, but you can follow us live. We're on Facebook Live. We're on Roku, TV 1061. And don't hesitate to help us out. Our bills only get paid if you can help us out. We are publicly funded, and that means we need all your support. So if you can, please cash app us at $, right? $, TV 1061, and we would appreciate it. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Dynasty, and welcome to TV 1061. Join our network and broadcast your event live across the continent. Come to our studio and film and stream your talk show, sitcom, showcase, and broadcast it worldwide. Combine multimedia with your live stream. Independent filmmakers, show your movie and afterwards interview your cast live. Sponsors, advertisers, I'm talking to you. This is your chance for global exposure. These are very exciting times we live in. Traditional TV is all but a thing of the past. TV 1061 is now on the Roku platform with a viewership of 46 million and counting. Roku is an industry leader in internet TV. It is the most popular and fastest growing internet TV platform. If you are interested in developing and streaming your own show or movie, or coming in as a sponsor or an advertiser, please send your contact information with a short description of your interest to 1061tv@gmail.com. Thank you. Hi, my name is Diana.
Welcome back. We're the Talk Show Divas, and we are here. This is the first time we've been back in almost a month. We took a break, came back, and we're still just, as you can see, just as fabulous as before. We would like to give a shout out to who puts this together and helps keep us on our toes, and that is our executive producer. His name is Felix Washington, and we would love to give another shout out to our social media expert. She keeps us on our toes as well, and her name is Shantae Barksdale. Like I said, we're Talk Show Divas, so we're going to get right back to talking. Before the break, we were discussing our first in a series of Summertime Love. Really during the pandemic, trying to navigate how to date, how to sustain relationships, how to not test and push relationships, because I believe people that are probably already in relationships are kind of testy right now. We've been locked down for more than a year, and it has definitely been challenging for me personally to date. And sometimes I just be like, I'm not even going to do it anymore because this is not going to work out during a pandemic. And something in me says, okay, well, I'm such a romantic, I'm going to keep on trying. So I do use dating apps mainly because I work so much and it's very hard for me to meet people, and I'm not the type that just go out randomly, just to say, okay, I'm just going to go out, even though, we here in Atlanta, like we were discussing, have a lot of freedom to go out more than everywhere else.
Definitely.
Yeah. So do you feel like dating in Atlanta is a little bit more advanced during the pandemic, or what do you think?
Well, I haven't dated much during the pandemic, to be honest, so I would not be the best judge of that. I do think there is a lot to do. Once things get maybe a little bit better, then me personally, I'll venture out and explore a little bit more. But right now, I'm just kind of FaceTiming and pen paling people, I guess you could say. This virtual dating thing right now. So, what about you, Destiny?
Well, me personally, I don't know, but
are you dating?
Yes, a little bit.
She got a boyfriend?
No, I do not. A little bit, a lot of it. So specifically, I'm not sure, but some things, I'd say are you can meet in public places. Some place I went to was the Battery.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. So real cool spot that's like a multi-purpose space here in Atlanta. Is the Battery. It's the home of the Atlanta Braves, but it's very unique that it has residential high-rises, and it also has retail space and tons of restaurants. So we were talking about, what is it, Punch Bowl or?
Oh yeah, the Punch Bowl Social.
The Punch Bowl Social is a great spot. I think I probably went out on a date there. It just has great open areas and lots of space. So that's what I think is attractive to people who want to like meet up. Yeah. Because it's open.
The openness.
The openness.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's a great space for us. What do you think about during the pandemic? You mentioned that you were out of town and you were traveling. What do you think about traveling if you met someone and you were traveling with them? What do you think about that during the pandemic?
I think that would be a little bit more comfortable because you have someone to share the experience with.
Yes.
And that you're already like, I don't want to say linked up germ-wise, but you know what I mean? You're used to sharing this space with this individual, so it would make it definitely a lot easier during the pandemic if you travel with your bae.
Oh, yes.
Travel with bae.
Travel with
bae.
I mean, it would make it very romantic, right? Because you have to do things together.
Yes, and
it would allow you to get to know each other better and figure out where you want to go from this point forward. And I think if you're with your loved one, it is just going to enhance your relationship.
Yes, well, travel, Roselle and I both work in the travel industry as well. And travel has been touch and go during the whole pandemic, as you all know. It's lots of travel bans, lots of travel restrictions. It tells you where to go to if you try to travel out of the country, which is a level 4, which is a level 2, you know, different things from the CDC and travel.gov that tell you about the climate of COVID once you try to travel if you're traveling abroad. So I noticed that in our business, it's an influx of people traveling right now.
Yes.
And not only are people traveling locally, they're also traveling abroad. And I see a lot of couples going on, you know, trips because I believe people are just tired of being cooped up and, you know, like, okay,
And the
these
prices.
tickets to Cabo are $29.
Exactly.
$29 a night rates and stuff like that that we
Mexico
see.
is hot right now.
Yes.
Mexico is hot. Miami is hot. I mean, yes, there's a restriction on
And curfew.
travel with going to, you know, Europe. But there's people going to the Middle East, to the UAE, to Mexico. The U.S. Virgin Islands is hot. Miami is hot, like I said.
Aruba. I've been seeing. I've been like a lot of people have been asking me to quote Aruba.
Yeah.
For travel, like
Yeah.
look, all these beautiful islands. People are like, look, we're going. So let me get my vaccine.
Yeah, St. Lucia.
Yes.
St. Lucia is another place. And then some places are allowing you, I know they were a month or two ago, to stay for like 6 weeks. And they're encouraging people to come, hey, you can quarantine here and work, because now most of the companies are allowing you to work from home. So if they have Wi-Fi access, why not go to St. Lucia? I know, hey, let me pack my bags and go. You know, but of course you got to be able to afford to live there. But everything is relatively cheap right now.
Exactly.
To make it out there. But yeah, it's travel is picking up big time.
So we're seeing a lot of people traveling, not only just with couples, with families. A lot of people who may never have traveled with their family are traveling more with their family if they are traveling. A lot of people I noticed that are traveling, staying at villas, staying at Airbnbs.
Yes.
Airbnbs are probably like the most popular thing right now because of COVID.
Yeah, definitely.
And with the climate of COVID dictating, you know, like housing, as we saw in the news. We're going to jump right into the next topic, ladies, is the U.S., who was it? The CDC just removed the housing moratorium that allowed people in the United States to not be evicted based on rent or past due rents because of COVID. So what does that mean for us here in the U.S.? If you're renting, that means you got to pay your rent. It's over. You know, like you got to catch up, pay your rent, or.
I mean, when I saw that, and I immediately went to research it, and I saw the notice before that a federal judge in D.C., a district judge, was the one who said that the CDC does not have the right to enforce this action, right? That President Trump at the time said for them to do. And he said that they don't have the right. So that to overturn this moratorium, and it's going to impact millions of people. Millions of people. And to me, it's like President Biden had put together this CARE Act to help people who are in need, and now we're just waiting for the funding to go through all the channels, because there's so much protocol and so much red tape to get things done. And then in Fulton County, the county I live in, they had over 200,000 people reach out for rental assistance. Okay, and they don't have the staff to address it. They had to shut it down on March 15th so that they can accommodate the 200,000 applicants that came in a matter of days. And it's like they're still waiting to get to cases. Like they gave you case numbers, and then they're supposed to give you a reviewer, and then decide on how you're going to get paid, because now not only is rent included, but utility bills are included as well.
Yes, it was.
But it's backlogged. But my thing is, yeah, you can put the freeze on rental payment, but what about mortgage payment, right?
Yes.
Okay, that needs to also take place, whereas they tell banks, hey, hold off, wait a minute, you know, we're in a massive worldwide health crisis pandemic that's global. Freeze all payments for 6 months to a year.
And they
because they can do that.
They can do it. They can
do that, and then put it all on the back end of the mortgage.
Of the loan, yeah.
Yes, they can do that, and they have insurance that covers that too.
Yes, they do.
So, I mean, I really think that to put the burden on the landlords is not right. They should have the banks be involved with this as well to work with the landlords, because the landlords still have to pay their mortgage.
Yeah, well, it's going to have a trickle-down effect. I don't think that these cases, even if landlords decide to honor this cancellation of or coming off of a moratorium, what would the court system, which is already taxed because court cannot really happen because you're doing all court activity is done via Zoom. Courts, there is no judicial order. The judicial order has not been lifted in the state of Georgia that says that court can resume in a normal way.
You're right.
So how would that be addressed? And that would be at the magistrate level. That's what whatever, when you get put out. That's at the magistrate level. You can't even, there's no way to be able to see this. So I don't think the previous administration nor the current administration really has a grasp over the data and the numbers. I just don't think that they have a clear grasp.
Well, so immediately when that was announced, the Justice Department went and put a pause on that and appeal immediately. So yes, the judge, it's a she as a matter of fact, right? I think her name, let's put her on notice here. Her name is Judge Dabney. I think it's Friedrich. I think it's Friedrich. U.S. District Court of the District of Columbia.
Okay.
Yes.
We need to hold our public officials accountable. We
Yes.
have to. That's why voting is so important.
Voting is very important, as we saw in this past election and our past national election, and then what goes on in our state. Did you guys just see that Keisha Lance Bottoms is not running for re-election?
I saw that as well.
I was shocked.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, I was really shocked. I just knew that she was going to run a second term.
I did too.
But I believe that, what we don't see is what she does say. Her family has been targeted. People have came to her house. People have put death threats on her and her children and her family. She and her whole household were affected with COVID.
Yes, they were.
So I think it's just a bit much. And then, what's his name that died at, who was killed at the Wendy's.
Rashad. Was it Rashad Brooks?
I believe so. Okay. That whole incident, under her leadership, I think it's just a lot. And I think that, she says, no. Well, we have to take a break. We love that you are hanging in here with us. We are just doing our thing. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at Talk Show Divas, YouTube, TV 1061. And guess what, you guys? We're on Roku. If you have a Roku device, simply type in TV 1061. You can see our whole list of lineup of shows that we offer here at this station. Please don't forget to give us your support. We always appreciate it. You can Cash App us directly, and all your donations go directly to keep these shows on. And that is at the $ TV 1061. We'll be right back after these commercials.
How can you find a reliable source of CBD products? Introducing Holistic Wellness Boutique, a revolutionary collection of CBD tinctures, CBD topicals, CBD edibles, CBD pet products, and other relevant CBD products that help you incorporate CBD into your everyday lifestyle. The best part? Through our special Radiant Transformations program, Dr. Alea Daniel, PharmD, a well-regarded wellness coach, licensed pharmacist, and the mind behind the idea of Holistic Wellness Boutique, will also introduce you to a healthier lifestyle through proper education, nutrition, and a thorough medication evaluation to make the most of our exemplary CBD products. If you are struggling with a chronic condition, we can help you discover how to live a more holistic lifestyle through wellness coaching and the proper selection of hemp-derived CBD products. Visit holisticwellnessboutique.com to schedule a consultation or order an audacious combination of hemp-derived CBD products that will rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit.
Hi, I'm Chief Gary Sparks with the Douglasville Police Department. Today we want to give you some safety tips concerning traffic stops. Take a look.
So you look in your rearview mirror and see flashing blue lights. What do? Remain calm. Yield to the right and pull your vehicle over into an off-road area that is safe for both you and the officer. Put your car in park. Remove your foot from the brake and turn the radio off. Remain in your vehicle. Have your driver's license readily available for the officer. Keep your hands on the steering wheel, visible for the officer at all times. If you need to retrieve any items from the interior, explain what you're reaching for to the officer and avoid any sudden movements. Rolling the window down completely establishes a level of trust with the officer and allows for ease of interaction during the routine traffic stop. Be courteous and polite. Be cooperative and willing to follow the officer's instructions. During a routine traffic stop, the officer will return to his vehicle to run the tag and driver's license verification and complete a citation if one is necessary. Once the officer returns and approaches your vehicle, whether or not a citation or warning is issued, please remain calm, courteous, and cooperative. Sign the citation acknowledging you agree to appear in court, and do not dispute the citation with the officer. The officer will give you a court date to explain or defend your infraction.
Okay, ma'am. Like I told you, I did clock you at 51 in a 35 mile per hour speed zone. I did issue a citation, okay? This here is going to be your court date. I just need a signature from you stating that you received a copy of this citation, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Here's your driver license.
Thank you.
Along with a copy of the citation, okay? Do you have any questions or concerns for me?
No, sir.
Okay, well, you have a nice day, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Following these few simple steps will help ensure a safe interaction for both you and the officer.
I hope these few tips help you as it relates to dealing with law enforcement and traffic stops. Not only in traffic stops, but in all encounters with law enforcement. We hope that all our encounters are safe for the citizens as well as for our officers. Again, we want you to be safe, and if you have any problems with the Douglasville Police Department, don't hesitate to give us a call and make your concerns known. I would add that Georgia is a right to carry state, and we hope that if you are carrying, that on these traffic stops and all encounters, please let the officer know that you are carrying. This will ensure your safety and our officers' safety. Thank you, may God bless you, and may God keep our community safe. We are one.
Welcome back. We are the Talk Show Divas, and this is our Mother's Day edition. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who are watching, all past and present. Anyone who's lost a mother, we definitely understand that this may not be a happy day for you, but we want to send you all the love and best wishes. And we have just been chatting it up, ladies.
Yes.
Just want to keep on welcoming them to the show because we have new divas. I don't know if you got to meet them during the first half, but I'll have them just reintroduce themselves so that you can know who's talking besides Roselle and myself.
Hey guys, I'm Chanel Denise.
I'm Destiny.
And we are the Talk Show Divas, and Roselle Pompey is at the other end, my bestie. We just been talking about everything, and mainly what we've been talking about is some of the current events that's going on surrounding COVID-19. Now we're in 21. Are they going to change it and say this is COVID-21? What is going on? Why does it still have COVID-19 attached to it? Like, we're 2 whole years later, dealing with the pandemic, and dealing with the outcome of a pandemic. We were just talking about the housing moratorium being lifted by the CDC, and then immediately an appeal being filed by one of the chief justices out of the District of DC, who we don't understand how this is going to happen. And you know, the most confusing thing, I think, which has been really sad with the American people, is that we just haven't had the type of leadership that kind of gives us the direction that we need. And so we're hoping that this new administration can kind of clear up a lot of the cloud and the muck surrounding what needs to happen next with COVID relief, what needs to happen to get America back working again. Because I don't know if you didn't know, but a good portion of the American population is unemployed.
Yes.
A good portion. You notice it when you go to the stores, when you go to Walmart and everything is automated, and every one of your lines you're self-checking at every place that you go to. You notice that the numbers of staff are down. Pretty much America has stopped working and is unemployed. Do you guys notice that, you know, when you go out, that it's not like a lot of service or what?
Yes, definitely. I'd say the grocery stores are still more filled as ever.
Yes.
You know, lots of people on the streets in the middle of the day.
Yes.
Just like that's what's been making traffic, you know, hectic here. So I'd say not a lot of people are even really looking for jobs.
Exactly.
So
most people are making more on unemployment than they ever did working. So it's more of a financial decision for them not to go back to work.
And I see a lot of people that may have a conservative viewpoint and a conservative political stance that are saying people are lazy, they just don't want to go to work. What do you think about when somebody says that if you get paid more to receive unemployment, say for instance, let's just use a round dollar, you get $600 unemployment, but if you were going to work, you would only make $450 take home? That's the case with a lot of people in America right now.
Yes, it is.
So what does that say? Does that say you're lazy, or does that say you're smart?
Strategic.
Very strategic. Why aren't people who are conservative saying that you're strategic with basic math? It makes
well, you
sense.
have to also put in, take a few steps back and look at who's actually saying these things, right?
Definitely.
And the other thing too is that let's look at these jobs that are paying $7.25 or $5.75. That is ridiculous.
Very much so.
Okay, I was in high. Okay, I have a grown adult son, so I'm up there in age. I'm not far up there, but you know, I'm middle age. Okay?
They still gonna be in your inbox. Keep on trying to throw them off. Anyway, go ahead.
So when I was in high school, that was like, I was getting paid that amount just to go work in retail. And now that people are still getting paid $7.25 an hour, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, America, we have a big problem. And it's the wage gap between wealthy and poor is just too much. And it's no other way around it. So you can tell people that they're lazy all they want. They're going to sit right at their house and collect their unemployment and tend to their family and stay COVID free at home while we struggle to find good, working people to work the businesses that are essential for us.
Well, employers need to really start increasing or give benefits, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you're giving $7.25, have medical benefits, dental, life insurance. Compensate that way instead of just saying, oh no, you have to, that means I have to work 2-3 jobs just to make ends meet, not even to like exceed and save, let alone save. Everybody's like, oh, save 3-6 months, have that in your savings account. We can barely make ends meet.
America is the hungriest that it has ever been, probably since the last pandemic. Food banks all across the country are struggling to keep up with the amount of people that are hungry. So people are struggling to pay utilities, pay rent, pay mortgages, and are becoming very hungry. Right now, I think at our school district, every child can eat free. So they sent out texts to every child in the district and say, come pick up food at this location. You go to any school and pick up. You don't even have to attend that school. You can, on the pickup days, you can pick up. So if that doesn't tell you something,
right?
And a lot of times you're in restaurants, food runs out. Have you ever been I've been at Chipotle and they say, we don't have any lettuce.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Like, what happened with the lettuce? Like, that's
what happened with the lettuce.
Well,
That's
it's a shortage of food supply.
Correct.
That, I mean, we
It's
gotta
a real
do
big
another
issue.
show.
Yes, we're gonna have to do another issue about food supply in the U.S. because it's really bad.
Yeah.
But we were really talking about what was going to happen with housing and the moratorium being lifted to keep people housed during the pandemic without the issue of rent. So did people make smart decisions when they got their stimulus check? Did they say, okay, we're going to catch up on our rent, or did they not? We're going to find out very shortly, because I think this is going to be a real issue that's still going to have to be dealt with somewhere down the line in this year.
Yeah.
And just to clarify, if you go to www.dca.ga.gov, that's the Georgia Department of Community Affairs. They've posted links there that have assistance for rental and things like that. And also they posted that the moratorium ends officially on June 30th of this year.
Wow.
So that may be a website somebody wants to check out that needs help.
Yeah, we'll put it on our Facebook page so people can take a look at it.
Definitely.
To always try to be a good resource.
Because most people, I don't think, did what they were supposed to do with their stimulus, or not even that. Most people were behind already.
Yeah,
correct.
And
Let's
used
talk
the
about
stimulus to get where they should be, but at the same time,
It's still behind.
You're still falling behind. Yeah, so.
A good portion of the American population, whether you're conservative or liberal or whatever your political stance, a good portion of the American population is one paycheck from being homeless.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
I don't know the exact number, but I will pin that as well. But a good portion of the American population, I'm pretty sure, has grown during this pandemic.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So homelessness is a real issue we're going to have to deal with. Food shortage is a real. And the vaccine itself, the issues with getting the vaccine is real.
Yeah.
As we can see, we all talked about it in our group chat, that India, the country of India, is facing some horrific numbers in deaths and illnesses with COVID right now. It's not going away from them. It is becoming their worst nightmare.
Yeah.
The thing that startled us and was so alarming to us was that India produces the most COVID vaccine in the world. And right now, the population of India, which is in the billion, maybe in the billions.
Yeah, it is.
It's in the billions.
It's between 1.5. I don't know. I think it's like around 1.9.
Yeah,
billion,
close to
around
2 billion people are dealing with the worst case of COVID ever, because they have the upsurge of COVID. Thousands and thousands of people are dying every day from COVID in India. And the sad fact is, they are the ones pumping out the vaccine to save us.
Yes.
What do you ladies think about what's going on in India with COVID right now?
Well, me personally, I think it's just a total collapse of their healthcare system. To be honest, they have the most people in the world next to China.
Yep.
Okay, and they just were not ready for these sick people. They don't have space to put them.
That's right.
The president just approved us to send, oxygen and PPE over there, and Dr. Fauci says the main problem is they gotta get the ill people off the streets. Okay.
And that's not going to happen in India. Most people, they are very communal type of way that they live. Okay, guys, we'll be right back. Is this the end of the...
Yes.
We have one more segment. That's right. Thank you so much, Felix. We have one more segment, but we want you to stay tuned. We are the Talk Show Divas, and we're on TV 1061. Don't hesitate to definitely support us by Cash Apping any amount that you think you can do at $TV 1061. Make sure you follow us on Facebook as well as YouTube, and don't hesitate to hook up your Roku TV and type in TV 1061, where you'll see a whole list of all of our shows that we have right here at this station. We'll see you soon. We got to pay some bills.
Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm Dynasty Smith, and I'm your host for The Flavor, where we're going to be showcasing some of the hottest independent artist videos from all around. So y'all tune in every Wednesday at 8 o'clock by typing into your YouTube bar, TV 1061. So if you go into your YouTube search bar, type in TV 1061 to join us every Wednesday at 8 o'clock to check out some of the hottest new independent artist videos from all over. If you want to check us out on Facebook, just type in The Flavor and you can find us on Facebook. And yo, for you artists out there, lights, camera, action. Now the camera's on you. If you want to get your video aired on The Flavor, then you need to hit us up at 1061tv@gmail.com. Send us your YouTube link, and then we'll get back to you on details on how you can be on The Flavor.
Hi, I'm Michael Kyle, your funniest man on the planet, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network. Stay tuned, because that's how they do it over here. Big time party. All right, see y'all later. Bye.
Hi guys, we're back. We're the Talk Show Divas, and we're wrapping up our first Sunday back. Okay? Yes. It's a beautiful day in Atlanta. Happy Mother's Day again to all the mothers. And we were just talking about the crisis of COVID in India. However, we do have a crisis going on right on our home fronts that really does not have to do with COVID. It does have to do with policing the police. And we talked about it in our chat that these cases, even though we just got some justice with George Floyd, with the George Floyd case, and that the other officers were just recently indicted, so that they will be coming to trial for the murder of George Floyd. And we're seeing things change with the guy who was here in Georgia who was running, Arbery?
Yes.
Okay, yes, those people have been indicted,
Yes, they have.
and charged with his murder as well. So we are seeing the slow trickle-down effect of our awareness, of our pushing back the envelope to the powers that be, which is the police, the judicial system, the police here in our country. What we were alarmed to find out, though, while we were looking over all the updates of these cases, we saw something that we didn't hear about. And it was very alarming. Is it a 16-year-old girl?
Yes.
Her name is Michaela. Miller. 16-year-old girl found hung from a tree. 16-year-old African-American girl, Michaela Miller. Say her name.
Yes.
Because we definitely need to find out justice and what needs to be done with this case.
It's crazy.
It was just horrific. You when you see stories like this, you're like, am I reading something from the past? Like, when does enough become enough? When does present day lynching? Because that's what it's called. Like, when does present day lynching, I love what you said, become a crime?
When are they going to pass the bill?
Yeah, yeah.
Why has there been no legal action to pass a bill that says an anti-lynching crime?
Yeah, I mean, it's disheartening, but history will repeat itself, especially if we don't learn from it and we don't hold. We have to hold our, like you said earlier, Chanel, excuse me. Our political figures and our elected figures accountable for things like this. We need to write letters. We need to show them, listen, we're going to vote you out if you don't do what we need you to do, especially if it's the right thing to do. Don't pass laws to benefit other people and overlook the African American community. We are the most unprotected minority group in this country.
Are you talking about the Chinese anti-crime bill?
Yes.
Asian, I apologize. The Asian anti-hate bill or whatever, which was recently.
Yes.
Passed rather quickly.
Exactly. Very quickly. And then everything that we have to do have to go through this, that, this. Oh, it stalls here. Oh, it's stalled right now in the Senate. But why? We need to really get aggressive and Stacey Abrams aggressive type behavior. Get on her mindset. Whereas, okay, yeah, we may have lost the battle, but we're going to win the war. And come up with strategic ways in which we can sit there and hold our elected officials' feet to the fire every single time. Like when that voters suppression bill that was signed and into action a couple of months ago, behind closed doors with 6 men standing behind our Governor Kemp. Who are those 6 men who were sitting there witnessing? Why weren't the rest of the legislative body able to come in? Because they're supposed to be able to, but under the pretense of, for COVID, we need to keep it restricted. But you should have had it televised or something.
Well, in this case, ladies, the official that we need to hold to the fire is DA Marion Ryan. So far, they have refused to file any charges in regards to this case. There's been no investigation. From my knowledge, the evidence was destroyed because they ruled this as a suicide. And they told the parents not to make a big deal about it because you don't want the community to know your daughter is LGBTQ.
Oh, wow.
So it kind of got swept up under the rug for a little while. But this girl was literally tied to a tree with a belt around her neck. So it's hard for me to believe that she committed suicide and tied the belt around her neck all at the same time.
Tied herself to the tree.
Right, with the belt. And it's a suicide. So, like I say, DA Marion Ryan, we need to hold them accountable because prior to this incident, the little girl actually got into an altercation with a group of boys who are alleged to be involved in possibly her death. And just so happens, 2 of the boys, their fathers, are in law enforcement in that town.
Wow.
So we just have to watch our kids, stay in communication with our kids. I know it's tough with all the social media and technology out there. You know, kids are locked into that and we just kind of let them be, but we need to be more involved in their lives. I don't care if they're LGBTQ or what. We have to protect our young people.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But when does it, you know, my feeling about protection of young people is that why do we have to protect our young black and brown children? Why do we have to protect them? Why do we have to do that? Other communities don't have to be protective of their children. White communities, their children, they're not having to tell their children, hey, look, don't do this, don't do this. If somebody stops you, do this. We have to give a whole instruction manual when you send your young men or young women out into the world today, because they are targets on their back, not they front, they back. Many times. And so I don't want to have those conversations. I want my children to grow up with just a natural being able to have the pursuit of happiness and freedom that we supposed to have in this country. I think police reform is the only way, and the only way we do that is by voting our police chiefs and all of that in our communities, and start defunding them. The only way that this is going to change is we have to defund the police.
And you know what's sad? Many places have started writing laws to keep us from defunding the police. I believe there was one just passed last week here in Georgia.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I'm not surprised.
And could you imagine if, it was a white girl, hanging from the tree, and it was,
it would have been across all the news.
2 black boys, had an argument with her before. They would have already been in jail.
Exactly.
It's sad, but true.
And we'll do the investigating after.
Yes.
We live in 2 different Americas.
We live in 2 different Americas, and ours is a very traumatized one.
Yeah.
And I don't think people that are not of black or brown or minority in this country, they don't understand that every day is trauma for us. Like, we see people getting shot. We see people getting hurt from the police and things like that. So I think it's just horrible that we live like this is 2021 and it's still a great divide in this country by race.
Yeah.
It's sad, but even our natural hair is threatening to some people, because you look a certain way. You're already pegged to be a certain person. And all I can say is you just have to educate your friends and your coworkers. Racial sensitivity is something we need more of at this time, not just for the Asian population, but for everyone.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And I agree with what you're saying in regards to being, walking around, being afraid. Like, do you feel like you have a target on your back?
Exactly.
Right? And it's like, especially for the fact of having the talk with my son when he was starting to drive, and I would tell him, listen, he's cold nature. He always wants to wear his hoodie, and I'm like, you can't be driving around with your hoodie on.
Exactly.
I'm like, listen, their police is just going to automatically assume that you are a criminal. They already think your skin is
criminal.
Because you're black. Now you're going to put a hoodie on. And it was like I'm perpetuating my fear onto my son.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's becoming his thing. He sees police, he's going to be afraid. And it's like, okay, but that's what we need to change police, the perception of police. Police is supposed to be here to help us. They work for us. We pay taxes so for their salaries. And they're supposed to be the peacemaker.
With that, we're going to wrap up today's show. Be the peacemaker. That's a great statement, a great final thought, Roselle. Thank you for that. Thank you guys for tuning in to our latest edition of Talk Show Divas. We'll be right back here in these seats again next Sunday at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Don't you miss it, and have a great work week, and you guys be blessed.
Bye. Thank you.
TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.